It's a strange, invasive feeling, reading a description of your Venus sign and finding a map of your secret romantic missteps. It seems to know the exact person you keep falling for, over and over, against your better judgment. Most of us stop at our sun sign. That's the core identity, the ego, the headline of who you are. But love doesn't live in the headline. It has its own department. That department belongs to Venus. Venus isn't interested in your ego. It asks something riskier. What makes you feel wanted? What, when someone offers it, makes your whole body exhale and think, yes, this. Let's be honest with each other. The stars did not physically assign you a love language. None of this is literal science, and the cosmos aren't writing your love story for you. Yet the accuracy of these descriptions is difficult to ignore. To understand why this framework feels like it's reading your diary, we have to look away from the night sky and point our telescopes directly into the human brain. In 2005, a team led by Helen Fisher and Arthur Aaron conducted a study that quietly reframed the way we view romance. They took 17 people who were freshly in love and put them into an fMRI scanner to see the physical spark of their obsession. The researchers showed the subjects photos of their beloved, then contrasted those with photos of plain acquaintances. By isolating the brain's response to the person they craved, they found the exact biological circuit responsible for the flutter. When the image of the loved one appeared, two specific regions lit up like a city at night: the ventral tegmental area and the caudate nucleus. These regions act as a dopamine factory. They handle reward, motivation, and the anticipation of something necessary for survival. It's a circuitry that makes love feel less like a simple emotion and more like an active drive, similar to thirst or hunger. Every individual's reward system is calibrated to chase different stimuli. While biology provides the drive, we use the Venus sign as the poetic narrative to describe the specific traits that successfully flip that internal switch. This calibration shows up in the 4 astrological elements. A fire Venus, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, loves the chase. Their reward system is tuned to novelty and intensity, feeling most alive in the early electric rush of pursuit. An Earth Venus, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, craves reliability. For them, the dopamine surge comes from touch and physical presence. They want a foundation, not a flame. They love with their hands and their calendars. For an Air Venus, like Gemini or Aquarius, the reward is cognitive. They fall in love through the mind, where deep conversation and mental chemistry become their own form of intimacy. To them, being understood is the same as being adored. A water Venus, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, requires emotional safety. They crave a merging where boundaries blur. Their reward system triggers when they feel a partner is feeling exactly what they feel in the same moment. These preferences track with what psychologists call attachment styles. Someone with an anxious attachment often mirrors the needs of Earth or Air Venus, leaning on physical presence or verbal reassurance to feel secure. Astrology and psychology are using 2 different languages to describe the same thing. One uses celestial symbols and the other uses attachment history, but both are tracing the exact same fingerprint of how we learn to need other people. When that early, frantic spark starts to quiet after a year, it doesn't mean the love is dying. The brain is simply moving the relationship to a different room. It shifts activity away from the dopamine-heavy reward centers and into regions built for deep, calm bonding. This biological shift is often mistaken for a loss of compatibility, a term usually tied to the romantic myth that opposites attract. We are told we need our opposite sign to be whole. The data shows the reverse. In studies of over 100,000 couples, researchers found that partners overwhelmingly pair with people who share their political values, religious beliefs, and education levels. We are naturally drawn to our own reflection. Sharing a worldview provides the ultimate psychological safety, meaning a cooling romance isn't a failure, it's a graduation into a more stable form of connection. If the stars don't predict our future, and we are really just seeking the safety of our own reflection, then why does astrology still matter? It matters because it provides a soft, flattering vocabulary. It gives us the rare permission to look at our inner romantic world and our deepest vulnerabilities without the weight of shame. Asking whether you are chasing intensity for its own sake or seeking a familiar kind of pain is the actual work of building better relationships. Astrology simply provides the prompt for that self-reflection. The pattern of everyone you've ever loved was written by you over a lifetime of reaching for closeness. The cosmos didn't write that story. You did. Your Venus sign is just the beautiful mirror that finally helps you read it.